Former President Donald Trump is no longer being represented by former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani, the former president's office revealed on a day both men were sued by a House Democratic lawmaker under the Reconstruction-era Ku Klux Klan Act over the Capitol riot. Giuliani led Trump's failed effort to overturn the election results in states Trump lost, and traveled the country to make the case for massive fraud, traveling even after contracting COVID-19 following a visit to the White House. He also led his own effort to dig up dirt on Joe Biden and his son Hunter in Ukraine. Mayor Giuliani is not currently representing President Trump in any legal matters, Trump spokesman Jason Miller told Daily Mail.com. He also disputed the characterization that Giuliani was not involved in Trump's impeachment defense. Miller disputed that the move had any connection to the new lawsuit from Mississippi Benny Thompson. No connection, he's just not actively representing the president in any legal matters, he said. News that Giuliani was no longer in Trump's employ, the former mayor had said he was working pro bono, although the New York Times also reported he had requested $20,000 per day during the post-election fight, comes on a day when Thompson sued Trump and Giuliani and accused them of conspiring with extremist groups before the Capitol riot. The suit, filed in federal court in Washington under a Reconstruction-era law known as the Ku Klux Klan Act. Trump was acquitted 57-43 in his Senate impeachment trial of incitement of insurrection after Democratic managers failed to win a two-thirds majority in the chamber. CNN first reported that Giuliani was no longer representing Trump. Giuliani was not present as part of Trump's legal days before trial. Trump parted ways with a group of South Carolina lawyers, instead relying on Alabama lawyer David Shane and a Philadelphia firm including lawyers Bruce Castor and Michael Van. Trump is facing a potential wave of litigation, with an investigation in Fulton County, Georgia over his call for Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to fine $11,780. He is also being probed by the district attorney in Manhattan over financial issues including assertions about his net worth to financial institutions during transactions before he was president. Share this article. Share now that he is out of office. Trump no longer enjoys protections from lawsuit. Giuliani spoke prior to Trump at the Save America rally that preceded the MAGA riot in the Capitol. A clip from his own speech to the crowd urging trial by combat featured in the impeachment. Giuliani himself said he meant the words purely in a political sense and says those who took part in the riot should be punished. Thompson, a senior lawmaker, told MSNBC Tuesday that it would be easy to prove his case, and spoke of making use of the discovery. The pattern in practice since November, the Trump administration encouraged people to come to Washington on January 6 saying it will. And so, at that point all of it, emails and Twitter accounts that we can find, and those that were produced by the House managers to the Senate will demonstrate just that. In addition to that, it's clear that in his speech he directed the people at the ellipse to go to the Capitol and let your feelings be known, and that they had no permit to go. He directed them to go, and they followed him, and the subsequent actions from that, we all saw it play out before our very eyes. Thompson's suit traces the drawn-out effort by Trump and Giuliani to cast doubt on the election results even though courts across the country, and state election officials, repeatedly rejected their baseless allegations of fraud. Despite evidence to the contrary, the suit says, the men portrayed the election as stolen while Trump endorsed rather than discouraged threats of violence from his angry supporters in the weeks leading up to the assault on the carefully orchestrated series of events that unfolded at the Save America rally and the storming of the Capitol was no accident or coincidence, the suits. It was the intended and foreseeable culmination of a carefully coordinated campaign to interfere with the legal process required to confirm the tally of votes cast in the Electoral College.